Hello! So today I am going to be doing a glass skin tutorial suitable for people with acne prone skin. So it's a pretty simple tutorial. Most people wouldn't even be able to tell that I have makeup on, just that my skin is so dewy. Little do they know that this is all makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and if you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up if you like it. Hello! So I decided that I wanted to film a glass skin tutorial. I haven't done one of these, and I have a few products that I think could kind of recreate that whole glass skin look. As you can see, my skin is not glass skin like at all. Got a lot of acne scars, which are recovering, and I got dark circles and all that jazz. So I'm gonna do a little tutorial to show you guys how to dupe people into thinking that you have glass skin. Alright, so I'm starting off with a fresh face. I've cleansed it this morning and I finished my hair. And I am going to go in with the CosRX pimple pad and just use that to prep my skin for all the stuff that I'm going to be doing. This pimple pad has a lot of hype behind it, and a lot of people say that it makes your makeup go on a lot smoother once you apply it. The thing with glass skin is that you want to make sure that your skincare is on point, there's no dry patches, and you're prepping your skin in a really thorough way and using as little makeup as possible. That's how I think you kind of make sure that you kind of have that dewy, nice glowy skin look. Cool, so the pimple pad is done. It's really gross. Look at all that residue of dead skin that came off of my pores. Ugh, nasty. So next step is that I'm going to be going in with the Believe Hungarian water essence. This texture of this stuff is so nice. Yeah, it's so dewy. So since I swatched that, I'm gonna be pumping another pump onto my face. And I'm gonna make sure to get it a lot along the edges of my face, which tend to be a lot drier than my T-zone. Just be very gentle. This essence sinks into your skin almost instantly, and it smells really good. And I use this in the morning in the place of a daytime serum. With anything with glass skin or Korean skincare, you want to make sure you use products that instantly sink into the skin so that you can layer it. So this is a really good first skincare step to make sure that your skin gets all the moisture and nutrients that it needs. Bam! The next step that I am going to be going to do is that I'm going to go in with the VDL Satin Veil Primer. This is a primer that I've been using a lot lately if I'm using makeup. I feel like it's like a silicone. This definitely makes your foundation pretty much last a lot longer and creates a much more even application. So I'm going to be using a little pea-sized amount. You don't want to use too much. And this primer is really good because I remember while I was testing it out, I applied just a little bit to the center of my face, but not the edges. And then that day, I had comments from people saying that the edges of my face was really dry, but that the center looked really dewy. So I was like, damn, I guess that primer really worked. And just going in with my hands and applying it all around. Makes your skin feel so soft right afterwards. Ta-da! Alright, I'm just gonna take a sip of coffee. So next step is really the key to this tutorial, and what I found to make your skin look naturally kind of glassy and glowy is to use a foundation but mix it with a really good moisturizer. So I'm using the Milky Moisturizer Hydra Balancing from Believe, and I'm using this VDL Perfect Lasting Foundation. So I do one pump of this and one pump of this and apply it through my face. It creates a much more natural finish, especially if you're a guy, so it doesn't look like you're wearing makeup, which is key, because if you look like you're wearing a ton of makeup on, it's not really glass skin at that point. So this is just what I found to be the best way to kind of give the most natural finish. So I basically apply around less is more here, right? I apply around that much. And then I apply a pump of this moisturizer. And then you basically mix it. And it like doubles your foundation. And then I apply it. Make sure in the center of your face. I like to do 3 lines in my forehead. About here, here, here. This creates honestly the most natural like look. Not right now obviously because I look a little crazy, but. And then I'm just gonna go in with a foundation brush and stipple it on. You know, with makeup, less is always more. You want to make people feel like you didn't really do that much. That's sort of my whole philosophy with makeup. I find that this way you can kind of cover your entire face without using too much foundation too, so it doesn't get cakey. And even though you have blemishes left, don't worry about it. You're just really after getting like a even coverage in throughout your face and skin. And that is sort of the key point in all of this. Okay, so this is what it looks like after the foundation is applied. It's already very dewy and moist looking. But we're going for perfection here, so we're going to be doing a few more steps. I'm going to be going in with the Master Skin Concealer, and with this tutorial I usually like to conceal any blemish marks after you apply the base, because you're doing such sheer coverage with your foundation and the moisturizer that you'll have a better idea of where you need to cover. So I'm using this concealer to apply on my acne scars. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys too, it's gonna be really hard for you guys to kind of create this really nice natural look if you have raised bumps on your skin. It's easy to cover acne if it's like covered completely, but it's not so easy if you have bumps. There's nothing that covers texture, really, in my opinion. So my advice to you is to try to figure out the best way to kind of tackle your acne to kind of bring it down, and then you can kind of conceal the scars with base makeup. And then next step that I do is I'm gonna go in with a loose powder. I'm using the translucent setting powder from Hourglass. And there's already a little bit. And once again, less is more. So I'm going to just pretty much apply a little bit and dab it on the areas that I applied concealer on, and also applying it on my oily area. So I get really oily on my forehead, so I'm applying a little bit there, and I'm going to be applying it a little bit here because I get quite oily. Great, so here comes the glass skin part of this tutorial. You guys can use any illuminating product that you like, but I love this one, the BDL Lumi Layer All Over Stick. This little stick is pretty much a highlighter shaped like a lipstick tube, and you can go in and apply it where you want to look glowy. So I like to go tip of my nose, cheekbones, and on my cupid's bow. And then basically use your finger to apply it out. Look how dewy that is. This is really what gives it the glow without making your skin look oily, because you're selecting exactly where you want your skin to kind of be shiny, I guess you could say. You see that glow in that light? It's pretty simple stuff. I guess the key points here is that you want to make sure your skincare is on point, and you want to mix foundation with moisturizer, so don't use too much. And then the last point is to use a stick highlighter or any highlighter. I've featured this one from Etude House before on select areas of your skin to kind of give it that glowy sheen.